We're watching every piece of Star Trek media, and today we are watching Star Trek The Wrath of Khan. 14 months ago was when we watched Space Seed for the first time during our Star Trek journey.
Khan is my name.
Oh, wow.
Wait. Is this Khan like the Khan?
From that reaction, when we generally kind of knew who Khan was, but weren't sure, and then the comments were like, you need to watch Wrath of Khan right now. Well, we didn't, because we're watching in release order, but hey, we're finally here.
Yeah, and I'm glad we didn't, because that'd be kind of awkward to go from, especially just with how the costumes looked in the motion picture. Like, to go, I don't even know how they look in this one. I've seen, like, pictures, but, like, and then jump back to, yeah, like, no. Release order. But, yeah, ever since that name drop of Khan in Space Seed, I've been very excited for this. And people regarded this as, like, possibly the best Star Trek movie, I think.
Yeah, I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but I feel like in my previous life, 2 years ago, before ever watching anything Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan was the thing I heard about in terms of being, kind of like the best thing, I guess. Or maybe it's just coincidence that I heard about this one.
It's like super popular in like pop culture. Like everyone's heard Khan, the Khan yell, and to finally see it for the first time, which I've never seen. That's
Yeah, I've never seen a single moving frame of the movie. I've seen pictures like you said, but yeah, we're gonna get jumping into it right now.
What did you call it? An overture? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's what this is because it was after the Paramount thing. I think this is just
right.
part of the movie. But yeah, that overture, editing that back, that was like 5 minutes. Here we go. Kirstie Alley's in the movie? That's pretty funny. Hey! From Spy Kids.
Stardate 8130.3. Starship Enterprise on training mission to
Woo! Well, there you go.
all systems normal.
Oh, geez.
They're just getting everyone in right off the bat. I like these newer uniforms.
Stand by.
Oh!
Parabolic course to avoid entering neutral zone.
Kirstie Alley's the captain!
Is that a Romulan?
Oh, Romulan because of her ears?
Yeah, her ears are kind of pointed.
Yeah, I could see that.
May I remind the captain that if a starship enters the zone,
I'm aware of my responsibilities, mister.
All right.
Okay.
It's so weird seeing like half the crew and then different, like captain and different other crew members.
Oh boy.
Battle stations.
I wonder why Bones had to be there. Is he still the doctor?
He seems like he really didn't want to come back. Like he just came back just for Kirk.
And he was already retired then.
Yeah. I'm just here to keep Kirk in line.
Action.
I don't care about this captain.
Whoa! Oh shit. Dude, do not kill Sulu at the opening scene of the movie, I swear to God.
Fill your repower. Prepare to return fire.
Oh!
Gee, not! Oh!
Captain, it's no use.
Scotty's there too.
Activate escape pods. Send out the log buoy. All hands abandon ship.
It's a training montage.
Yeah, this is a test.
This is what we needed. Yes!
Prayer, Mr. Savick. The Klingons don't take prisoners.
lights.
Woo!
That was great.
That's what we needed from the motion picture. That's an entrance.
Position, heel thyself.
Is that all you gotta say? What about my performance?
I'm not a drama critic.
There was no way to win.
A no-win situation is a possibility every commander may face. That never occurred to you?
How many no-win situations has Kirk won? Come on.
Wouldn't it be easier to just put an experienced crew back on the ship?
Galloping around the cosmos is a game for the young doctor.
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
Well, I'm glad he had his growth. Like, okay, I'm beyond,
Being a captain.
Yeah, that want to be the captain, but now he's like
Aren't you dead?
back. He's just happy being the admiral, I guess.
I loved all these sets so far. From what I heard, the budget was cut for the sequels, but like this has looked great.
Romulan ale, Bones, you know this is illegal.
Now, don't be a prig.
2283.
Yeah, well, it takes this stuff a while to ferment.
Oh, that's great. Using the futuristic dates.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you could say thank you.
Thank you.
Bones looks like he hasn't aged at all, but Kirk looks like he's aged a bit.
Yeah.
Notice that?
I think DeForest Kelly just aged greatly.
Don't mince words, Bones. What do you really think?
Get back your command before you really do grow old.
That's a good motivation, because I was thinking like, oh, is Khan's return going to bring him back? But I'm glad that he has motivation of his own.
Log entry by First Officer Pavel Chekhov.
Hey, first officer. I don't think he's ever done a log before either.
The Genesis experiment. So far, no success.
Standard orbit, please.
This is so cool. You get to see like another random starship.
Don't have kittens. Genesis is going to work. They'll remember you in one breath with Newton, Einstein, Surak. Remember that overgrown Boy Scout you used to hang around with?
Jim Kirk was many things, but he was never a Boy Scout.
He's kind of a Boy Scout. Ooh, okay.
You know, I don't think we even saw them beam anywhere in the first movie at all. We just had the one transporter thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, these sets are great.
We've got to get out of here now.
Damn.
What about the
Never
tripod?
mind. Hurry.
I think this captain dies, and that's why Kirk's getting back in the seat.
I can see that. I'm kind of scared for Chekhov, too. Also...
Oh!
You're done. Also, Chekhov wasn't there for Space Seed, so that was first season.
How would he know about it? Woo!
I never forget a face.
Oh, well, okay. They just forgot.
I ruled here 15 years ago by Captain James T. Kirk.
Did you say 15 years ago?
15 years, yeah.
SETI Alpha 6 exploded 6 months after we were left here.
Oh.
What do you think? They killed 20 of my people, including my beloved wife.
This poor guy's like, I have nothing to do with this.
Oh, he said it killed his wife. That was probably MacGyver's.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, great job with the practical animal. Gotta be one of the worst things to experience, dude. Like when your arms are like trapped and there's nothing you can do.
Where I may find James Kirk.
If only Chuck would be like, you know how much shit we ran into every week?
Yeah. But it's like, they better give us something. Like, that better not be the last of Chekhov in this movie. It's like...
Oh, God. If that's his send-off.
Oh, that looks great. I think if you're going to kill him, at least, like, do something, you know. But we'll see.
Maybe it'll be like Hawkeye in the Avengers. He's like, you know, an enemy throughout, and then at the end, he, you know...
Oh, he gets, like, hypnotized?
Yeah.
So she must be Vulcan.
That same guy is still there. Hey, please help me.
This is Reliant calling Regular 1.
Oh boy.
We have received new orders. All materials of Project Genesis will be transferred to this ship.
Who in the hell do they think they are? Who gave the order?
Admiral James T. Kirk.
Yeah.
You realize, sir, they will attempt to contact Admiral Kirk and confirm the order.
Jake, that's what I'm counting on.
Good.
Good. So it looks like you were right about the whole Hawkeye thing. He really is just zombified.
Lieutenant, are you wearing your hair differently?
It's still regulation, Admiral. May I ask how you dealt with the test?
You may ask. That's a little joke. We learn by doing.
Who's been holding up the damn elevator? She changed your hairstyle?
I hadn't noticed.
Wonderful stuff, that Romulan ale.
Space Lab Regular 1 for you, sir. Dr. Carol Marcus.
Oh, that's great.
As a physician, you of all people should appreciate the dangers of reopening old wounds.
So yeah.
One of the...
He clearly had a relationship with this woman. That's why her son was talking about it.
Why are you taking Genesis away from us?
Oh my God. That kid.
You think it's his?
We're all alone here. They waited until everyone was on leave to do this. Reliant is supposed to be at our disposal, not vice versa.
I like this shot.
Yeah.
I'm assuming command of this vessel. Mr. Scott.
Aye, sir.
We'll be going to warp speed.
Aye, sir.
Really? No issue? No, I can't do it right now, Captain.
There's no use.
These dilated crystals are wasted. I don't care.
It is our intention to introduce the Genesis device into a pre-selected area of a lifeless space body.
Terraforming?
Instead of a dead moon, a living, breathing planet capable of sustaining whatever life forms we see fit to deposit on it.
It literally is Genesis.
According to myth, the Earth was created in 6 days. Now, watch out. Here comes Genesis. We'll do it for you in 6 minutes.
You must learn to govern your passions. They will be your undoing.
We're talking about universal Armageddon. You green-blooded inhuman.
Oh, come on.
I mean, this is the back and forth I missed.
Let them eat static.
Them like communicating like this would be fine, I guess, but I would love a face-to-face reveal.
Then coil emissions are normal.
Oh, this is cool.
You're locking phasers.
Ray shields.
Fire! Whoa! Whoa! Remember all those episodes of TOS where it's like, oh, there's some casualties, like after like a shot.
This is it?
This is it, what it probably looked like. Oh, God, get your legs under there.
Hang on!
Oh, no.
It's like what we saw in the opening scene, but real.
On screen, sir.
You still remember, Admiral. If it's me you want, I'll have myself beamed aboard.
I'll agree to your terms if you hand over to me all data and material regarding the project called Genesis.
Genesis, what's that?
Sir, our shields are dropping.
Raise them!
I can't!
Fire!
Hey. Oh.
Where's Bones?
Yeah, why are you taking him to the bridge?
Oh, geez. I think Bones is busy.
Sick bay looks great, though.
Yeah.
He stayed at his post when the trainees ran.
I've really seen Scotty like emotional like that. You know, these are all his cadets. Great job of like showing the stakes and the reality of it. You know.
Yeah.
Didn't really get to see that much in the show.
Yeah, no. We wouldn't really see the damage like that, no matter how many times the Enterprise has been shot at. We'd hear about it like, oh, 30 casualties, sir, but then like actually see like quite the damage.
All right. I love how both of their collars are down flat, and then Kirk has his fully puffed up.
Don't turn around right in there.
Ah! Yep, you were right.
Looks like they did get to him.
There you go.
Oh my. Oh,
Oh, thank God. Oh.
But none of them would tell him anything. He went wild. He slit their throats.
Look at Chekhov's face. Do you think they're like still under the
I
thing?
mean, if they don't get that thing out, they're gonna die, right?
He blames you for the death of his wife.
I know what he blames me for.
Oh, what he knew? Do you think he actually did like find out about that happening and was like, oh well?
But he didn't do anything.
Like maybe he just assumed they were all dead or something. Like
What?
Where's Dr. Marcus?
I'm Dr. Marcus.
Jim!
Is that David?
Mother,
David, you're just making this harder.
please.
Oh, they were still under the thing.
You son of a bitch!
Kill Admiral Kirk.
He doesn't want to do it himself.
Oh, nice. I like that they can still fight it. Like it's not 100%.
Kill him, Tyrell, now!
Oh no, the classic! The classic, turn it on yourself!
Oh no!
Don't say it. There you go.
What a shot, okay. This is one of those cases where I really don't want Bones to drop his catchphrase.
Yeah, it's like, is he okay?
Khan, you've got Genesis, but you don't have me. You are going to kill me, Khan. You're going to have to come down here.
I shall leave you as you left me.
Marooned for all eternity. Buried alive. Buried alive.
I did what you wanted. I stayed away. Why didn't you tell me?
How can you ask me that? You had your world, and I wanted him in mine. Not chasing through the universe with his father.
Oh my god.
The life forms grew later at a substantially accelerated rate.
Oh, Jesus. Cool.
Can I cook or can't I?
Who let her cook?
Blood is cooked.
May I ask you a question?
What's on your mind, Lieutenant?
The Kobayashi Maru, sir.
Oh my god, get over it.
I reprogrammed the simulation so it was possible to rescue the ship. Changed the conditions of the test. Got a commendation for original thinking. I don't like to lose. I don't believe in the no-win scenario.
I love it.
So good.
I love it.
This is Admiral Kirk. We tried it once your way, Khan. Are you game for a rematch?
You think this will end with like a fist fight or a sword fight with Kirk and Khan?
A sword fight? Wait, why would it be a sword fight?
I don't know.
I don't know if they ever used swords besides Sulu in The Nick of Time.
Full impulse power.
You have Genesis. You can have whatever you... Full power!
That's the Scotty of that crew.
I can't do it, no! Oh! Oh, no! Oh!
Oh, God!
Jesus!
Oh! Over the guardrail.
Yours is superior.
Damn. It's your fault.
Yeah.
Could you use another hand, Admiral?
Woo! You know, it'd be really dumb if, like, maybe we'll need an old friend to help us out, and, like, V'ger comes in, like... Even though it's not in that form anymore, but V'ger comes in and zaps Khan. He's not holding back.
Excellent pyrotechnic work.
Yeah. I bet they're like, are you sure we got all the shots we needed with the Enterprise not destroyed yet? Are you sure?
Enterprise to Reliant. You are ordered to surrender your vessel. Respond.
Oh.
No, Kirk. The game's not over.
Oh shit, is that the Genesis?
He's transporting it?
Or he's gonna shoot it at them?
To the last, I will grapple with thee.
Scotty, I need warp speed in 3 minutes or we're all dead. Scotty, Mr. Sulu, get us out of here. Best possible speed.
Yeah, Scotty got like dragged away.
Oh, Spock's gonna do it himself. He's got a neck pinch at least one person, right?
Are you out of your Vulcan mind?
Perhaps you're right. What is Mr. Scott's condition?
Well, I don't think that he...
Oh!
Remember.
I wonder what he wants him to remember. Jeez.
I spit my last breath at thee.
I never got the Blockbuster video.
The mains are back online.
Bless you, Scotty. Go, Zulu!
Oh, when he thinks it was Scotty, he doesn't even know Scotty's on there. Oh! So that's it. Khan's just gone, huh? Nice shot.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Jim, I think you better get down here. Better hurry.
Like, oh, shit, Spock hasn't been in his chair for X amount. Oh!
Yeah, he didn't even see him leave.
Oh, so he set off that thing and
It created a...
What was the planet called? Gravik?
No! You'll flood the whole compartment. He'll die.
Son, he's dead already.
Spock!
Oh, I thought they meant he was dead. They just mean there's nothing they can do?
Nothing they can do.
Ship out of danger.
Yes.
The needs of the many outweigh
The needs of the few.
or the one. I never took the Kobayashi Maru test. What do you think of my solution? I have been and always shall be your friend. Live long and prosper.
We are assembled here today to pay final respects to our honored dead. A world that our beloved comrade gave his life to protect and nourish.
Oh, she's crying. See that?
Yeah, and she's Vulcan.
Of my friend, I can only say this. Of all the souls I have encountered in my travels, his was the most human.
Damn it, Scotty! Damn it! I was actually tearing up there until I saw Scotty with his goddamn bagpipes.
Oh, fuck.
I started crying.
Are they shooting him out into space?
And if Genesis is indeed life from death, I must return to this place again.
You don't think? Dust is gonna.
Yep, yeah, the dirt's gonna start rising. Yep.
Space, the final frontier. To boldly go where no man has gone before.
I don't think I've ever gotten as emotionally moved in a Star Trek scene as until like Spock's funeral there. And I feel like I would have bit on it a little bit more if damn Scotty and his bagpipes. Like the bagpipes are a good like funeral thing, but just seeing Scotty there.
Yeah, like it fits for his character.
Like of course it's Scotty with the bagpipes, but the title of the third film is the search.
It's a search for Spock.
Yeah.
So where are they searching for? Is it gonna be a multiversal thing, like a time travel thing, or do they truly think they can like go bring him back to life?
Well, like Kirk made that comment, it's like about the planet, where death was life.
Life from death.
So yeah, that planet's gonna revive him, I think.
Oh man, but
also since Leonard Nimoy didn't want to do the first one, right? He's like, all right, fine, I'll do the second one, but you're gonna kill me.
Yeah, classic. But I guess I'll just bounce off that and just say my favorite thing I think about the movie was getting to see the like grim reality and consequences of the situations that these guys are in. I mean, in the show, they'd be like, oh, we had 15 casualties, but they were just off screen. Or even sometimes they would have like on-screen deaths, but they wouldn't really care that much, like Kirk's brother, So to actually see like all of those cadets, engineers in training or whatever, like go through that brutal assault, and like anytime either of the ships got hit with phasers, you would see the pyrotechnics, the explosions, great stunt work, great makeup with all the blood and everything. I mean, like Khan in his last moments, like looking, destroyed. It was great seeing that like more heavy, kind of grim look at this universe that we haven't seen that in so far.
Yeah, definitely having a budget to show all that was very wonderful to see, and also like the consequences of one of the episodes of the show, like this whole situation, like, oh yeah, we have this planet for you, but like not really knowing like what's going to happen of this. Like I don't think they did any research, like oh, the planet next to it is about to explode, or is about to go, whatever happened. I just wish there's more. I doubt there's any more, of course, but it's like more like sequel episodes or like good ideas. But also it's like I don't want everyone to be like a sequel episode. I also want like fresh original ideas for like the rest of the films, like not everyone being like a consequence of a previous episode.
Previous episode. I think that it is very neat that this one is a sequel to a season 1 episode. That is really cool. But with that being said, I'm still looking forward to, in these next 2 movies we're gonna watch, what are the stories gonna be, that are kind of their own thing, not related per se directly to a show, or even like with the first movie, where I felt like the first movie was limited in the sense that like they were just on the Enterprise the entire time, and then on this one we did get some beam downs and some different stuff, but it's that direct link to the episode. I don't want to say limits it, but it's just like we already know Khan, we know what's going on, you know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see in the next movies where it goes. The uniforms are a little bit better. That red color, I would still love to see, all the different colors. But it was nice. There was a little bit more colorful, and awesome to see Chekhov get to have a bigger storyline, even though he's kind of a villain in some of it. But great to have him have a bigger role. I mean, Sulu, Uhura, they still kind of are just in the background, but
yeah,
at least Chekhov got to do something a little bit more. And Walter was excellent in all that. All the emotional scenes he had was great.
In addition to him, but I also like the other captain, like having that that captain's wherewithal to like shoot himself instead of shooting Kirk for like the better of the mission, because I feel like that's a very captainish thing to do.
Yeah.
I liked the new Vulcan, Saavik, but I just wish she had more of an arc where like the entire time she's asking like, what did you do? What did you do? And it's like, we have a great thing for Kirk, like where Kirk is like, I changed the rules, I adapted, but I wish like Saavik got her moment to do a version of that, because she kept asking and asking, and she gets the answer from Kirk. I just kind of wish like she had a version of that, where like, I don't know, maybe she suggested the whole like, oh, he's playing 2D, 3D, you know what I'm saying? Just to tie it together. But I don't know, but I really liked how Kirk was, he explained like what he did. I love those little lore tidbits, like he's the only one who beat it. He's like, I don't believe in a no-win situation. Blah,
Yeah. Unfortunately, I just know from popular culture, I've heard of the Kobayashi Maru, and I've heard that term used to describe just like a no-win scenario. So I already knew, like at the beginning when they mentioned Kobayashi Maru, I was like, oh, this is some type of test simulation. I kind of like caught on to that after the first couple of minutes. But it is a very interesting piece of the movie. I didn't expect them to go back to it so much. Like even for Spock to bring it up in his death scene, it's like, okay, Like, can you talk, it's really nice what he said, like, I've always been your friend, I always will be. It's like, yeah, let's focus on that. It's like, you're not going to bring it to Kobayashi Maru.
I feel like she should have had a scene where, like,
Yeah.
I think I finally did it, Captain, and, not to say she dies, but, like, she gets that.
But back to stuff I liked, I really liked Saavik as well. Kirstie Alley did a great job. Also a nice just little thing that, she's the first captain we see. And then, the other captain of the other ship, African-American guy, like, that was cool to see both of that, and nothing about it was cringe or, like, put in your face or anything.
Yeah.
Like, like Saavik, Kirk, they have to get women to run the ships now. Like, nothing cringe was said.
I got to go with that superhero entrance for Kirk.
Oh, yeah.
Finally get the lighting, the nice fake out of the training scene. I love that whole training montage. Once again, teasing the Klingons. Will they ever show up?
DeForest Kelly, Bones, continues to be great. He probably had my favorite line in the movie. Who's holding up the damn elevator? It's just so random.
He's like, he has got that character figured out.
Yeah.
Just perfect. Like, I think it would have been a really nice moment if we saw him break during Spock's funeral. You know what I mean? Because those two were always, like, bickering at each other, but if they're in the funeral, like, he's the one that, like, breaks a little bit. It was cool to see Saavik cry, but I feel like if we saw a tear out of Bones, that would have been the real, like...
Yeah, I'm torn on it because on one hand, I like the fact that she's a Vulcan. They don't have any emotion. So for her to be tearing up is like a good moment. But why do we care about this new character crying? It's like show Bones crying, like the people that, and obviously it does show Kirk, but it's like, show Bones or the original crew being more torn up about it. But it's just a little nitpick. With Khan, the things I liked about him, I expected like a Thanos level, like Khan comes in and just wrecks shit and just like no one can stop him and he's unstoppable. But he kind of failed at almost everything he tried to do. Like, it really showed his lack of experience and that it wouldn't be easy for just anyone to pick up an Enterprise ship and start doing whatever they want. Like the first, after he gets Chekhov and everything, he's successful there, but he tries to, destroy the Enterprise. They get the better of him and he has to evade. And then in their second battle, they kind of blow up his ship. They kill his, the guy he was close to. The only thing he's able to do is, self-destruct, and he doesn't even kill anybody. He gets Spock to sacrifice himself, but he doesn't really succeed that much, which I found interesting, and I was a little bit back and forth on it, but I ended up liking because it's like, to him, it doesn't matter that he's, not going to be this big successful emperor or whatever. It's like he just wanted, to his last breath, to get back at Kirk. Like, that was his whole motivation.
Yeah, like he lost his wife, and like the whole thing is like genetically designed superior intellect, but like his whole need for revenge just like overrides all. He's like completely like, screw this guy. I don't care. Like his advisor, like, what are you doing? Stop. He's like,
yeah, he was like, you can have whatever you want. You have the Genesis.
We can leave. And it's like, and Kirk just keeps egging at him, like, oh, all that superior intellect. It's like, son of a bitch.
So I ended up liking that overall with this character, but I think this is where I'm going to jump into the stuff I had problems with, because I think the fact that we never had Kirk and Khan on screen together is just a crime. Like, I don't know if there was a scheduling like, I don't understand what the issue is. Like, to have them in separate ships the entire movie, like, I'm truly baffled by that. And the whole movie, I kept thinking, like, okay, maybe they're gonna build it up for the climax. They're gonna build it up and come together, and then he commits, the self-destruction. So it's like, like, I just felt really thrown off by that.
I don't know. Well, this is what, 2 years after Empire? Did they not want like a rip-off of, a good guy, bad guy?
Well, dude, who cares? It's every movie ever. It's not just Empire.
Exactly. Maybe they wanted to be a bit different, where it's like, okay, this is Star Trek. I know they've had their goofy battles in the past, but maybe they didn't want to go that route. It's like, okay, if we're going to do a final confrontation, let's have it just all on the ship.
Yeah. I mean, we did have Kirk get the...
they should have been on screen together. I will agree, yeah. We needed that face-to-face conflict to feel that tension, so the two actors can play off each other.
Yeah, they never got to interact.
Yeah, because doing a scene like on view screens versus doing a scene with someone actually on screen, in your face, feel their presence, it's completely different.
Yeah, I'm truly just... That has to be my biggest issue with the film, is that we're never going to get to see it because he's dead, clearly. So it's like, and yeah, we have Space Seed where they're on screen a bunch together, but it's like you set it up with that, and we're going into this movie. How do you not have that? It's just really weird to me.
Oh, you guys just want to see a fist fight?
Oh, dumb action. Sorry, it's not all dumb action. Yeah. Yeah. Over 100 episodes later, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah, that's why we like the show. Yeah, like all that combat in the animated series, But
no, just have it build up to that final. I'm not saying it's not an hour and 52 minutes of just fist fighting, but like have all that verbal jargon and mental chess, and then you get to it.
The whole thing with Kirk's son and Kirk having a son and a family, not into it. I don't think it added that much to the movie.
No,
and
it didn't at all. It didn't play into anything at all. And like the mom disappeared. Like I feel like she disappeared like the last half of this movie. Do you notice that?
Yeah, like she was in the scene where she showed him the cave, Genesis cave, and then was she in the third act at all? I think she was at Spock's funeral.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. I felt like maybe there was some like executive producer like we need I don't know, Kirk has a son.
See, I was going to say it feels like a writing thing, like an easy, we have to give Kirk's character some bit of progression or growth. Oh, just give him a son that we didn't know about. Because that guy has to be, let's just say 20, right? That means, they said Space Seed was 15 years ago. So they're going by essentially real time here from, 1982 to 1967. So it's that means his son had already been born and was a few years old before Kirk even went on the 5-year mission on the Enterprise. So everything we've seen of Kirk this whole time, he has been a father, and we just didn't know. And I just don't like stuff like that. I don't like retcons like that. That's too big of a thing, and that could just be something personal. I'm sure a lot of people were just whatever, who cares? But to me, I wasn't into that at all. And if you did introduce a son and he's this really cool character, okay, whatever. But no, he was just kind of lame the whole time.
Yeah, he didn't do anything. He didn't add anything to the resolution or anything.
So those, I say, were my two main issues with it, is wanting to see Khan and Kirk have that face-off, or just have more Khan in general on screen with the crew, and not just separated into his own little area. And then secondly, the whole storyline with the son. Those are my two big things.
And have more involvement with the crew. Chekhov got a chance to do something, but Uhura and Sulu, I just felt like they were kind of left out.
Yeah, and Scotty didn't do much, even though he had a couple scenes where he could show his range with being hurt or emotional, which was good, but he didn't do much either. Look, at the end of the day, I get it. It's a movie about Kirk and his crew. Kirk's the captain. He's gonna be the main focal point. But yeah, I would love to see more from some other people. It's gonna be weird going into the next one, presumably with Spock not there, even though his name's in the title. So it'll be interesting to see where that screen time goes. Probably just to another new character for that one movie. But
search for Spock. They don't say if they find him.
Yeah, they never find him.
They never find him.
Imagine the biggest marketing ploy of all time.
They don't find him. Yeah, I think it works. I think it works. You both get that emotional thing, but also that hope and sequel tease.
Yeah, and Spock doing the show intro narrative at the end of the movie really worked for me too. That was good. If I'd watched this movie when it first came out, that would have sold me on oh, he's actually dead, and that's his farewell. So I'm very curious for you guys to tell us, obviously not spoiler-wise, but just from what you know of the production and everything, was the intention for Leonard Nimoy to be done with Star Trek, or did they already know what they're going to do? I am very curious about that. But overall, I really enjoyed the movie, and I just feel I know we have 2 movies left, but this was the one that, because I knew it was called Wrath of Khan, I was like, that's going to be something, watching that.
That's the one everyone talks about.
Yeah. There it is, we watched it.